those want to know this could really, put that Nature Coast or the Chris River in the lead here on the standings for that.
Yeah, and you look at the score down from Hernando tonight after,
Yeah.
the Leopards looked so good last week against Lecanto, having a hard time with Citrus this week. And I know, talking to Bill Veneta, the head coach of Hernando this week, he said, you just watch the Citrus team on film. And if they're not going to be one of the teams in the top two or three, they're going to make life difficult for somebody who thinks they're going to be there. And this week, it looks like it's happening to his team.
Yeah.
And I think Citrus probably looked at last week's game against Crystal River and felt like if we hold on to the football, we win, and we're 1-0. Completely different ball game, and so far so good for them as they're leading Hernando. And also down in Hernando County, you have Wekiwachi trailing Brooksville Central. Brooksville Central with Devontae Smith, just a stud. I mean,
Yeah.
talked to their head coach this morning, Chris Sands, who said, Smith has got 20 offers from various colleges
Wow.
from D1 down to NAIA. So he's going to have his pick. He's going to have his opportunity to play where he wants. And he's a lot like Deshaun Smith. You're not going to be able to hold him down for the whole game. He's going to get his. You just hope they're not the big plays that really set you back.
Yeah, you had mentioned about Citrus, and we thought it was our game of the week last week, and with a couple of breaks here and there, all they had was three long runs by Tyrex Scriven for Chris River to get the points up there. They basically possess the ball and do make a couple plays on offense, and you're they're in the ball game. So there's a lot of that Citrus has. That's why I don't we're seeing this score with them against Central. I mean Hernando.
Yeah, not
That's
surprising.
that's surprising, but it's still not totally surprising because they are a pretty good game, pretty good team over there at Citrus. They have some good athletes. All right, we're gonna come back. We're gonna take our last break as we get ready to get out of the halftime and the teams come out and get ready to warm up. 2:22 left in this halftime. 24-7 is your score here as Nature Coast lead has led from the get-go. And we'll come back right here to Alabama Stadium as the Nature Coast Sharks. 24-7 is your score. You're listening to Friday Night Football right here on CBS Sports 104.3.
Nicholas Ford Lincoln, Crystal River, a fun, friendly dealership serving the region for 29 years. Buying a new vehicle should be an exciting time. The professional staff at Nicholas Ford Lincoln in beautiful Crystal River works hard to ensure your vehicle buying experience is hassle-free. Learn the difference a fun, friendly dealership can mean at Nicholas Ford Lincoln, Highway 19, just north of Crystal River. NickNicholasFordLincoln.com.
For over 45 years, you've been able to find Bull Rice Roofing listed in the phone book. How many other companies are still listed along with them? Good question. Bull Rice Roofing has been there for you for over 45 years, with quality roofing from a family-owned and operated business with only employees, not subcontractors. Bull Rice Roofing, dependable, reasonable, and as easy to remember as a bowl of rice. Bull Rice Roofing, 628-7445, CCC 025464.
Our model year-end sale is finally here at Love Motorsports. Now is the best time to save as we clear out our entire inventory.
That means you'll find some of the biggest savings of the year. Get to Love Motorsports today. You'll find everything you need to get out on the water for just $98 a month. A new 2016 Yamaha V1 Wave Runner, the life jacket, all the Coast Guard safety equipment, all the gear you need to hit the water today. Everything you need for just $98 a month. Love Motorsports is Central Florida's largest power sports dealer. Get to Love Motorsports today. You'll find everything you need to get out on the water for just $98 a month. Hurry in. You'll be shocked at the deals available during the model year-end sale. See more specials at lovemotorsportsfl.com.
Go anywhere in the world first, but check with Chad last, and you'll save like nowhere in the world at Love Motorsports. Come and see what Love can do for you.
On approved credit, $19.99 down, 84 months, 4.49% APR plus tax on license and fees. See dealer for details.
CBS Sports Radio 104.3 is your official home for Gator football, Gator basketball, Rays baseball, and high school sports. This is WYKE English 104.3.
And welcome back to Friday Night Football right here on CBS Sports 104.3. I'm Mike Dean along with my partner Brett Knutson on color, and we're getting ready for the second half of the Chris River Pirates versus the Nature Coast Sharks football game here at Earl Brownman Stadium. Nature Coast 3-0 Chris River 1-2, but in district play, this is a District 5A7 contest. Chris River and Nature Coast are tied, with one win each. So it's a big district contest for one of the other teams. And like you said, Brett, coming into the second half, really going to determine how this game is going to go forward, as if it's going to be a blowout for Nature Coast or Chris River is going to try to start climbing back into this game.
Yeah, it'll start with the opening possession. I think there's no question. I mean, if you're Nature Coast, you're saying, man, we left a lot of points out on the board. We did not play very well offensively. We got to do better. We got to play better, block better, make some bigger explosive plays. And if you're Chris River, you're saying, you know, they had a chance to deliver the knockout blow to us, and we didn't let them do it. We came back. We've got the momentum now. Defensively, can you make the plays and the stops? So we'll see.
It is going to see. That's going to be a real telling here, the first possession for both teams. And we'll see how the halftime speeches of the coaches, Tony Lewis for Chris River and Justin Warden for Nature Coast, going to motivate the kids and see if they can come out full blast. So right here, beautiful night as it gets dark and the lights are out, and good crowd here at Chris River Pirate or Bramlett Stadium, as that always does. Chris River has a great following here for the football team. And Nature Coast traveling well. Stands on the other side pretty full.
Got some
So
excitement surrounding that program for sure. They've kind of changed it up the last few years.
Oh, yeah,
and
definitely.
that run in the playoff last year obviously brought some more excitement.
Yeah, against Central, didn't they have, there was some issues there with players back and forth. Those are two schools that are pretty close together.
Yeah, big
So,
rivalry down there last week.
So we'll see with Chris River again. The big rivalry was last week with us was Chris River and Citrus as an intercounty rivalry. Always a big game for that. So as we get as the whistle is blowing, and we're getting ready for the second half kickoff, as Nature Coast will get the ball first, and Chris River will be on defense. So far, I haven't seen any issues with Justin Wardlow. He's limping a little bit, but I'm sure he's a gamer. He'll be out there ready to go on offense to get ready to see what they could do.
Running out of options too. I mean, if he can play,
Yeah, if you can
Logan
look.
Wardlow's going to stay in there because I mean he's just absolutely got to. He's got to stay in there. They don't really have any other options. We saw that the first week, so we'll see. But it took a big hit, but he came back. I mean, that was the key part about that was he came back and threw that big touchdown pass to get some momentum. And now, like they say in football, you got to play defense now to keep that momentum. We'll see if Chris River can do that, Mike. It'd be big to come up with a stop here and get the ball back.
Definitely. You can see the difference if you're looking at our YouTube stream. You can see the difference in players. The Chris River versus Nature Coast, 39, 45 players for Nature Coast off and on. And you got about 27, maybe
Yeah,
30
looks
at the
like
most.
25 dressed out for Crystal River tonight. It was 22 last week, and yeah, Nature Coast is in the 40s or 50s, and that can definitely
Makes a
play a
difference.
factor. Yeah, I mean, it makes a difference in practice.
Yeah.
Makes a difference in what you can do during the game. It changes everything.
So Gilbert Delgado deep for Nature Coast. Black pants, white helmets, white shirts as they're going right to left on your radio dial back at his own 5-yard. Wisniewski for the Pirates on the run up. Kick low. It's a script kick, and it's actually almost an onside kick. It goes 10 yards, and they're going to say it's going to be down right there at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10. Not sure why they would try to do that to get the
Unless you
ball in there.
know you can catch them napping. Otherwise, you've just given them.
I'm not sure if that wasn't a mistake by Wisniewski.
Yeah,
just mishit it.
Caught his toe, and I don't think that's what you try to do this early in the third quarter.
Not at all.
First play, get
Brian
the ball at midfield.
Yep, Brian Haygood now at the quarterback position. They have 2 up backs, and that's going to be Weston and number 17, Philip Orlando. Single wide receiver out to the near sideline. Ball's on the far side hash mark. Snap. Haygood's looking, finds a hole. He's going to go to the near sideline. He's got 2 to beat. He's going to be the 50, 45, 40. There's a flag, 2 flags down. He's going to cut back, and he falls down at the 25-yard line, but that looks like a maybe coming back.
Yeah,
as
Chris River guys are pointing.
Yeah, it's holding already is the call as they bring it back, and a good run by Haygood negated by the penalty. Just getting started here in the second half. 24-7 is if you're just joining the score, as Nature Coast has led all the way through the first half. There'll be holding penalty on Nature Coast. Negates the run and costs them 5 yards. Be 1st and 15 from the 46-yard, their own 46-yard line.
That'll be the one thing Justin Warden doesn't like. That's a couple of times that happened in the first half. Key penalties at big moments, and not the way to start the third for the Sharks.
2 up backs now in front of Haygood as he's got to empty backfield behind him. Single receiver to the far sideline. Ball's on the near side hash mark. Blitz coming from Pollard. He's going to be looking. Haygood gets it. He's going to go to the far side. One stiff arm down, takes it to the corner, tries to get the edge, cuts back inside. Gets maybe back to the 50-yard line. Bring up 2nd and long for Nature Coast. 2nd and 9, they're going to call it. It gets back 6 yards of that 15 yards. Now we got both Weston and Coffee in there as actually Haygood goes out and Coffee is going to be your quarterback. 2 up backs, Weston and number 17, Philip Orlando. Snap to Coffee. He's going to look. He's going off to the left side. He's got 1. He's going to cut back inside. Runs over 2, steps on 1, and gets all the way down and gets the first down. So he's right there at the first down. They will say it's a first down. 1st and 10 inside the Pirate territory, just at the 43-yard line.
One thing we found out early that just because number 4 is back there behind center, Willie Coffey, doesn't mean they won't throw the football because he had a long 40-plus yard pass in the second quarter. So he'll put it up, although I would think the majority of the time when he's in there, you're looking at a run play.
So again, empty backfield, 2 blocking backs in front of him, Weston and 7. He's going to be right there up straight at the middle, goes up the gut, and he's stopped for a short gain by a host of Crystal River Pirates. Trying to see who that was. It's number 75 for Crystal River, Jason Graham Jr., 6'1", 269. Plugs up the middle for a short gain. 3rd and long for Nature Coast. Coffee again in there at the quarterback as Haygood is on the sidelines.
Didn't see him get dinged up. I wonder if this is just part of maybe their package they're running.
Yeah. Wide receiver to the near sideline. Ball's in the middle of the field. Coffee, direct snap. He's going to look. He's going to make patience. He's going to go out to the right side. Gets a couple of yards, so gain of 3. Brings up, it's 3rd down, so now it's 3rd and 5. Misread the down marker last time. Just getting started here in the second half. No huddle for Nature Coast.
He got on the sidelines, walking around, no problem, just sitting this one out.
Coffee again, direct snap, looking, patience, goes off left side, finds a hole, puts his head down, butts outside, spins out, comes back down all the way down to the 29-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Nature Coast as a hard-nosed run by Willie Coffee.
We talked about this drive would be for Nature Coast. So you figure they want to kind of reestablish the line of scrimmage and do some things. And they've done it, going with Coffee at quarterback, and now they've got the ball inside the Crystal River 30-yard line, driving, trying to put up some more points.
Here comes Haygood as he comes back in, and number 9 will go out, Trevor Gamble, for Nature Coast. Haygood's going to come in at quarterback. Number 17, Philip Orlando, will go inside, be the up back, as number 2, Michael Weston, will be the left side up back. Haygood, empty backfield behind him, single receiver. He's going to look, find a hole, trying to read it, cuts back inside, follows his blocker, puts his hand down, gets a couple more yards all the way down to the 22-yard line. Gain of about 6 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 4.
This is sort of back to business for Nature Coast. This is what they want to do, be able to use a couple different guys. A little speed, a little power. Coffee showing his ability, and Haygood just a little more patient, but he's got that burst.
Logan Wardlow comes in as he hobbles in to the linebacker position. And Haygood back again by himself in the shotgun. Motion coming out, and there's jumping as Pirates jump offside on the motion from Michael Weston. It should be a first down, so it'll be 1st and 10 as they move it down inside the 20-yard line, inside the Pirate red zone, as they're at the 16-yard line.
Moving the ball, clock rolling, putting the ball in the air.
Yep, 8:23 left, and that's number 7 out wide, Sabian Ryder, to the far sideline. Ball's right in the middle of the field. Haygood, again, alone. 2 up backs in front of him. Motion out to the near sideline. That's Weston. He stops, looking, got a pass play, throws a deep ball. No, he looks, he pumps one, throws in the middle, and wide open. Touchdown, number 22. That's Michael Glasheen.
Yeah, he pumped and waited and pumped again and then made the
Did
throw.
you see who the coverage was? It was Logan Wardlow, who was trying to cover, trailing him because he just couldn't get back there. He's just hobbling.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Logan has to go both ways, so he's hurt a little bit. Couldn't get back to the point. He's coming off now.
Yeah, just couldn't stay with him, and good patience by Haygood. Saw obviously the matchup right there and found him, and wasn't the best pass in the world, but got the job done for 7 more points for Nature Coast.
Yep, Kyle Pierce puts it through, so it's 31-7, 8:06 left in the third quarter. And that's the statement drive that Nature Coast wanted. We'll be right back after these messages. You're listening to Friday Night Football right here on CBS Sports 104.3.
Our model year-end sale is finally here at Love Chevrolet.
Chevrolet's easy buying experience starts online at lovechevysales.com, and the ease and convenience continues through every